Good morning, everybody. It's me. Just woke up. Whew. What a day, what a day, what a day. If you're wondering how come I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon in Belgium, well, it's easy. I translated The Choice of Possibilities last night, and my body just required sleep. But then I realized, oh my God, everything seems so heavy. It seems so heavy. It isn't heavy. And I got out with my dog, totally unplanned, because I have to admit I hate to wash my dog after our walk in the park. But then look at this. It's like 4 days or 5 days I haven't been to my forest, and it looks like I'm stepping into a totally different world. And the nicest part is that I'm so enthusiastic about it, and I so like to look at it, to look at what is new in my forest. What colors does she have? Is she still magic? What other magic is there that I haven't yet been willing to perceive? And as you can see, there's a pretty big difference between this scenery and the one I presented in my last videos. And I'm like, wow, change is so present. And it's like, I'm very enthusiastic about the change of my forest, but then I thought, hey, so how come that I can be so happy about the changes of what's happening in my favorite place in the earth, but then so many people say they don't want to change, or they say they want to change but make change difficult? What if you took the time and to relax in this change? I mean, the forest doesn't complain that it loses its leaves or that it gets colder. Squirrels are not unhappy, they are just preparing for a new cycle of their lives. They don't know what's going to be there in the spring, but they do what they know to do. And when I got outside, I realized that there were a lot of works on my street. Like, I haven't moved my car for ages, and I discovered that actually you cannot drive where you used to drive, and that kind of creates havoc in people's lives. How many of you feel like, oh my God, this is chaos, I cannot control what's happening? Every little tiny change in your road is like making you crazy, and you're trying to control all elements of the change so much that actually, even when you say, I want to change, you don't want to change. You just want to have a bit of change, the one that you can control and the one that can make you right or wrong depending on your preference. So we're like, how many of you ask for change, and then when change is there, you don't want to have the change because it's not how you imagined it. It doesn't show up the way you would have liked it. And then how many of you have a hard time acknowledging that change is happening, and that when you relax into it, you just discover, like I discovered, wow, what a beautiful forest, or wow, change is on the street. And how many of you are still making a drama and a trauma out of this change, thinking that maybe if you get it right, yeah, good try. If you get change right, well, your whole life will get somehow better or greater, or change is change. Are you willing to have it? And are you willing to know that whatever is changing, you can always choose something else to outcreate whatever is not working for you? And how much are you trying to control everything around you so that things don't change too much and therefore you suffer when the change comes from outside? It's imposed on you and kind of fucks up your your driving rules on the streets, or wearing masks during COVID, or so on and so forth. Yeah, so Are you just willing to acknowledge that whatever you choose, however you choose to react, change is happening? And what if instead of reacting to this change, whatever the change is happening right now in your lives, you would be like co-creating the change? Instead of suffering it, you would be the one who ignites it and makes it work for you. I just wonder. I really had a really good time looking at the people who were absolutely horrified that the roads got slower and that traffic got changed. Yeah, are you willing to change the signposts of your own life? Are you willing to get on uncharted paths and just have fun with it? Are you willing to be the creator, the igniter, the enhancer and exponentializer of change instead of suffering it? Look at my forest. It knows what it does. And it doesn't judge and it doesn't care. I mean, the sense of doesn't matter whether things change. She knows what she knows. So kisses and hugs. Just letting you enjoy a bit of my view. And how does it get any better than that? You know what I'm about to do. Take off my shoes and walk with the earth. And whatever is right now being a hard time in my life to change, to integrate, I'm like, earth, woohoo, what contribution can I be to you? Yay. And earth, what contribution of receiving can I be right now that would allow like every drama, trauma, pain, suffering, automatic response, artificial intelligence programs to dissipate. Thank you for taking them over from me. Wow. And restoration of communion with earth, run. And trust me, it's freezing cold and I don't mind. Yay! From my feet is on the ground, from my running nose to this gorgeous beauty of my forest. Have fun, peeps, and embrace the change that you're so much willing to have, but you haven't yet possibly received it. Woohoo! Bye-bye!